Have you ever walked away from a conversation or a meeting thinking, they're never going to take me seriously if I sound so unsure of myself? Why can't I just sound more confident? During that conversation, you felt that tightness in your chest, your voice slightly shaking, your words spiraling out too fast. You know what you want to say, but the way you say it just doesn't match the confidence you actually have inside saying it. I see you, and you're definitely not alone. It happens to me too, and it happens to everyone. But here's the good news. Sounding confident, even when you're nervous, is not innate. It's a skill that can be learned. Isn't that good news? And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to sound more confident, to sound how you feel within, outside. In this video, I'll give you practical tools that you can put in place today to make your voice sound more grounded, strong, and clear, even in the moments that used to knock the wind out of you. Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Letitia, a communication and public speaking coach, and I'm here to help you enhance your communication skills to speak with more impact, presence, and power, while keeping your beautiful, authentic self, of course. In today's video, we'll see 3 practical techniques to help you speak with more confidence in everyday conversations. And if you stick around, I'll even leave you with a little bonus tip that might just change the way that you feel about communication forever. In this video, we're going to see a trick to stop your voice from breaking under pressure, a powerful body shift that rewires your vocal tone, and a vocal technique used by professional actors to sound more grounded. Now, enough chit-chat, let's get down to it, shall we? And without further ado, let's start at the root of all our problems, and solutions by that matter, our nervous system. Have you ever felt like you were prepared, your ideas were clear, you knew exactly what you were going to say, but when you started speaking, your voice just broke, just cracked? Or it came out much higher than usual? You stumbled over excessive saliva, or you spoke way faster than you expected? There's a reason for that, and it's not personal weakness. It's biology. Neurologically, when we feel socially threatened or threatened in general, and even mildly, our brain reacts as if we were in danger, which is normal. The brain's main mission is to keep us alive, and what a mission it is. Here, when you feel threatened, the amygdala, that little almond-shaped structure deep in the brain, takes over. It triggers fight, flight, or freeze, the fight and flight reaction. And that, in turn, triggers biological chain reaction. Breathing gets shallow, the larynx tenses, our voice tightens, and the prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain responsible for thinking, reasoning, and expressing complex thoughts, essentially goes offline. Since the amygdala took over, the prefrontal cortex takes a little holiday. It's not that you don't know what to say, it's that your body thinks it's under attack, and it tries to defend itself, or at least to protect itself. But here's what's powerful. According to Matthew Lieberman's research at UCLA, there is one simple trick we can use to stop that chain reaction from completely taking over our life. Matthew Lieberman says that when we name what we're feeling, we calm the amygdala. This is called affect labeling, and it's incredibly effective. You feel it, you name it, and you deal with it. You don't push it away, you go through it and you use it. On top of calming your brain, it also makes you more relatable and more human. It reinforces empathy and builds trust with your audience. It makes you more authentic, and we love authenticity. We warm to it very quickly, and that, in turn, creates connection. Here's an example of how to put it in practice. Before a meeting, an interview, or a tough conversation, take a breath and say how you feel, either out loud or silently to yourself. I feel a little bit nervous, but I'm going to do this anyway. Or, I feel slightly scared because this matters to me and because I want to do this well, but I'm going to do it anyways. It sounds simple, some of you might even say commonsensical, but neurologically, it shifts your brain back into a regulated state, and in turn, it gives your voice more freedom and your thoughts more flow. And on top of it, this technique helps you build more connection with your audience and turns you into a better speaker with who people are more keen to connect now because you're being real, authentic, and vulnerable, which in turn makes you look incredibly strong and confident. That's your first tool. Name it to tame it. Name it and own it. Let's build on that with something physical, shall we? If your voice ever sounds small, it might also be because your posture is off. It might actually be shrinking, not metaphorically, literally, like the twits from Roald Dahl, but really this time, not just decaying. Amy Cuddy's work at Harvard showed that standing or sitting in an open, expansive posture for just 2 minutes can reduce cortisol and increase testosterone, serotonin, and dopamine, a hormonal shift that boosts confidence and reduces stress. Cortisol is your stress hormone. It's what floods your body when you feel threatened, like when you're about to speak in front of a room full of people and your heart starts racing. Too much cortisol can make you feel anxious, shaky, or like you want to run away. You can think of cortisol as a thick fog that rolls in when you're stressed. It makes it hard to see, hard to move forward, and you second guess every step. Testosterone, on the other hand, isn't just about aggression or masculinity. Everyone has it. Serotonin and dopamine are two key neurotransmitters in the brain. Serotonin helps regulate mood, calm, and well-being, while dopamine drives motivation, reward, and pleasure. In small, healthy doses, it helps you feel confident, assertive, and ready to take action. If we follow up our example of the cortisol here, the testosterone, serotonin, and dopamine can be viewed as a sunlight that starts to break through that fog that is the high cortisol levels, warming you up, helping you see things clearly, and reminding you that you've got this. When dopamine, which drives us to take action, is combined with serotonin, which supports calm thinking, and oxytocin, which generates a warm and positive attitude towards others, confidence builds much more easily. That's Katie Kay and Claire Shipman in their book Confidence Code, which I do recommend you read. It's a very good book. Non-sponsored at all. Let's say you're about to give a presentation. If you're hunched over, scrolling on your phone, your body reads that as collapse. That keeps your cortisol high and your confidence low. But if you stand tall, open your chest, and breathe deeply, you're signaling to your body that you're safe, that you've got this. Your cortisol, the fog, starts to drop, and your testosterone, the sunshine, rises just enough to make you feel steady, calm, and in control, like on a sunny day. In just 2 minutes, and with that simple postural shift, you've created a chemical shift in your body that makes your voice sound more confident. Not because you forced it, but because your body is aligned with what you want and what you feel. It's not about puffing yourself up or overdoing it. It's about reclaiming the space that you already are allowed to take. You're just taking the space that is rightfully yours. So here's the practical tip for this one. Before your next important interaction, try this. Stand up, feet hip-width apart. Roll your shoulders back. Lengthen your spine. Place your hands on your hips or gently open your arms. Breathe into your belly, way down there. No flat tummies allowed here. And breathe. Ground yourself. Feel the floor under your feet. That's it. That is called power priming. It's not faking confidence. It's creating the physical state that allows confidence to emerge. One of my clients, a senior consultant, started doing this before every presentation. And she told me this. It's not about pretending. It's about reminding myself of the space I already deserve to take. How cool is that? This shift in body posture immediately affects the tone of your voice. You'll sound deeper, calmer, and more authoritative. Not because you forced it, but because you're aligned, body and mind. How's it going out there? You still with me? If you have any comments or questions at this stage, feel free to drop them in the comments below. If not, let me know that you've made it this far by liking this video or commenting this emoji. Now that you've changed your posture and accepted to feel nervous, your brain is calmer and your body more open. It's time to directly work on your voice, and that is our third and final point of today's video. When we're nervous, we tend to breathe up here, shallow breaths high in the chest. But to sound confident, we need to breathe lower, deep down here in the tummy. We need to use our diaphragmatic breath. Sounds complex, but it's not. It also sounds like a tongue twister, to be honest, but it's not. It's just using your diaphragm, the muscle just below your ribcage, to breathe and to speak. When the diaphragm is connected to the voice, we say that the voice is supported. So here's a quick exercise I use with my clients and students. Step 1, breathe in through your nose and let your belly expand. Step 2, hum gently on the exhale. Step 3, after 2 or 3 hums, speak this phrase. I'm here. This is my space. Now try it again, but with your shoulders relaxed. Eyes looking forward, no rush. I'm here. This is my space. That's called the grounded voice technique. It does 2 things at once. It slows your breath down and your speech rate, which increases perceived authority. Bang, you've got that. 2 birds, 1 stone. It also activates vocal resonance, which makes your voice sound fuller and more controlled, using all of your resonating spaces so your voice sounds richer. For a full vocal warm-up, watch this video next or see the links in the description below. Research from Stanford University shows that people who vary their pitch and speak with pauses rather than rushing are perceived as more trustworthy and more competent. Again, I do emphasize this. It is not about pretending to be someone you're not, or using another voice than your own. It's about giving your real voice a chance to come through, to be grounded and to come out nice and strong, as it should. You have the right to speak. Take it. It's yours. If this content is resonating with you, you can do something for me. I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel. It's a tiny little gesture for you, but a huge, huge gift for me. It lets me know that this content is useful to you and that I should continue delivering it. And also, it lets YouTube know that it's valuable and pushes it to other people to share the joy and to share the gifts. By subscribing, you won't miss any of my free content and workshops to come. And most importantly, you'll become part of this growing community, valuing connection and growth and collaboration over competition, individualism, and isolation. Let's grow together and build a better world together, one conversation at a time. By the way, can you let me know in the comments, when do you feel like your message gets lost? What's the moment where your voice wavers the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Hey, you're still here. Thank you. To reward you from staying until now, as promised, here's a little bonus tip for you. Because as you know, and I hear you out there, sounding confident is not just about breath or posture. It's also about identity. How you see yourself. If you go into every conversation thinking, I hope I sound okay, your nervous system is already preparing to defend itself. Instead, reframe it for yourself. Try this sentence before a challenging moment. I have the right to speak. I have something worth saying. I am enough. And if that feels too far from where you are right now, try this one. I'm learning. I am growing. I am allowed to make mistakes when I speak because that is what makes me grow. This is one of our core values at Lumia. Communication rooted in permission. Giving yourself the permission to take space, the permission to breathe, the permission to speak, even though it's not perfect, the permission to simply be you. Because confident communication is not about dominating a room. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up as you are, with courage and authenticity. And you are here. You've already done the hardest part of it. You're already doing it. So well done you. You go, Team Lumia. If you've made it this far, let me know by commenting growing in the comments below, or liking if it's not already done. So let's recap. To sound more confident, even when you're nervous, 1, name it to calm your nervous system. 2, power prime your body posture to shift into presence. 3, apply the grounded voice technique to stabilize your tone. And 4, anchor your identity in growth and authenticity, not performance. You don't need to become someone else to speak with confidence. You need to reconnect with the version of you that already knows how. And I want to leave you with this. Your voice is not too soft. Your presence is not too much. You've just been taught to shrink in the wrong rooms. Let's unlearn that together. If this video helped you, I recommend watching the video that shows up next on your screen to continue your communication journey. If you want to go further, I've created a warm-up guide for you. It's a tool that you can use before any presentation or meeting to sound more grounded, clear, and calm. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for being here. And remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. Just be you. That's your best self. I'll see you in the next video, my friends. But until then, as always, follow your passion and speak up. Take care, you beautiful people. Ta-ta.